Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got this Bilt Super Bronco XP 54-inch mower. Customer brought it in and said that it will not start or it won't stay running without starting fluid in the intake. He has checked fuel supply and it is getting to the carburetor, but will not stay running without that auxiliary fuel source. I'm going to show you how to diagnose and repair an issue like this if you're having one on your riding mower, whether it's the Kohler 7000 series engine that this one has, or any different make and model of engine. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button as we go along if you enjoy the content. Get the hood out of the way here. The first thing I like to confirm when we're having an issue like this, as I did yesterday, I took off the line from the fuel pump. Since the tank is actually above the pump, it started draining. It is clear and it's good gas. When you turn it over, it should shoot out of there. You shouldn't just be getting that dribble, but this has plenty enough fuel to start. If we were having an issue with it running rough or dying after a little bit, fuel supply may be the issue. You'd want to check, obviously, fuel filter, any of the line coming in, maybe the fuel pump. But here we have plenty of fuel. We know that fuel is getting to the carburetor here. Why won't it start? When I tried to start this, the first thing I noticed is that the choke was not going all the way up. There's still a little bit of room here for it to go up. So I'm going to adjust this cable and just pull it back a hair further than what it is now so that choke fully engages. But again, it wasn't staying running after that anyway. Choke's still not quite all the way up. I just moved it to the position where it is on throttle. The choke's not engaged, and I'm going to come right until this hits right before the choke starts to go up. Tighten it down. Now my choke, when I'm all the way up, it is pushing solid. So the choke is all the way up, this lever here. Again, when I tried to check this thing out, I made sure it was getting fuel. The battery was dead, so I charged it up. I fired it up and it ran 30 minutes, and it ran 30 minutes 2 times with no issues. So I called the customer and said, hey, I'm not really seeing anything going on. I was checking everything out under here. The wires seem fine. The ground seems good. Everything is connected to the solenoid. We know we're not getting fuel though when this happens because it'll start up on starting fluid put in the intake. Now that we've got the choke adjusted right, let's try to fire it up. Not a thing. But we know that the carburetor is getting fuel. We've confirmed that. The fuel looks great, good quality. And they say it starts with starting fluid. I have not tried that. Might as well give it a shot. The issue is, in fact, lack of fuel to the engine. But why? It's getting to the carburetor. But when you turn that key on, there's one thing that you should hear. When you turn the key to the on or run position, that's that first click, you should hear the solenoid clicking in or be able to feel it here. Now I hear something making a noise. Sounds like it's up in the, maybe one of the relays or something, but the solenoid is not clicking in. Why is that? Either we're not getting 12 volts to the wires here, or the solenoid's bad. That, or there could be a bad ground, but we've got to trace it down and figure out exactly why it's not getting there. You can always pull the wires, and you can test for DC voltage with that to on. Let's see what we got. I have absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing at all. Let's move some wires over here, see if we get, look at that. All of a sudden, I get voltage. Moving them one way, moving them the other way. We have bad wiring or a bad connection coming to this. All I'm doing is moving the wires on the other side and it's coming in and out. Let's plug it back in. See if we can get it to, there it goes. Instantly when I plug it back in. That means the wiring somewhere, the connection to the tractor, to here is the problem. Let's trace it down a little further. We've got the key to the on position. You can hear that clicking in and out just by barely touching the wire. There is a bad wire somewhere that is causing this to happen. Where is that wire at? You can first play with the connector here. Doesn't seem, well, maybe. Right there somewhere. This one is rather easy to spot if we look nice and close, because you can see the connector there and that red wire is almost completely out. So when we touch that, what do we get? So barely touching that wire. There's our bad connection. That's all this is. It's an intermittent connection to the solenoid causing this problem. It can be on either side of this harness, and it can be anywhere in the wire going up to the engine. You can also have a problem at the front with the ground wire or at the solenoid connection itself. You should hear that click. If you're not hearing that click, either the solenoid's bad or it's not getting good power. If it changes when you're playing with the wires on the other side, then you know there's a bad connection. If you are getting 12 volts and it's not working or it's only working intermittently, you've got a solenoid issue. Let's see what happens. You can always test that solenoid by pulling it out and hooking it back up. With power to it, the solenoid should draw down like such, and without power, it should be back up. You can always plug it in and see exactly what it does. Obviously here, if your solenoid is working and it's still not staying running, but without starting fluid or gas in the intake, you know you have a carburetor issue. All the solenoid does is plug off the main jet in here from fuel. So this needle comes up and it shuts off that fuel supply to the inside of the carburetor, so your engine doesn't get any fuel. That doesn't mean it doesn't get any fuel at all. It does not shut off the entire fuel supply to the engine. It can still leak past this. There's no rubber tip or anything on it. So if the float fails, you could flood the crankcase with fuel still. It's not a fuel shut off in the traditional sense that most people think it is. The issue is just that bad connection. Gotta love it when you finally get an easy one. Hasn't been like that for the last quite a few videos. We're happy with it. Hopefully this helps somebody out if you were having issues with a intermittent issue on your Kohler 7000 series engine. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed the content. Thank you for watching.